this episode, I removed dirt with an air compressor, with my mouth, with a detailing brush, with a drill, and I also removed some trim pieces to reveal more dirt to clean, and other non-dirt related jobs too. Okay, so from cleaning the door jambs, I found that a couple of the doors weather strips clips have fallen off. Mercedes uses a strip with tabs on it. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use some trim clips and get the seal sitting back where it needs to be. Okay, so I had some upholstery cleaner, which apparently I can't use on leather. So I'm going to have to stick with just a rag and some soapy water. See how... Well, moving on, I'm going to try and pull out all this center console stuff because there's a lot of stuff that needs replacing and it's trashed. This is broken down and very sticky. Gross. That's really gross. That is. Look at this. Horrible. This rag, I'm going to need a bloody rag. Of course, it came straight off very easily then, didn't it? Oh, God. Pocket. Wonderful. I think. There we go. Oh. That's one. There we go. Let's cover. Right, cover. That's not screwed in when it should be, so that's useful. Oh, goodness me. Anyway. Ooh, slide that up. Well, there's not hundreds of dollars under here like I'd hoped, but it is what it is. Jumping ahead, the center console's been fully removed, the carpet underneath's been cleaned, the head unit's been fitted, it's just sitting there temporarily, it's all wired up and working. I'm waiting for some extra USB ports to arrive to add to the center console. In the rear, the C-pillar trims have been removed, rear parcel shelves out. I'm going to clean in there. Now's probably a good time to remove the stuffed tint and clean all this up. Slowly making progress. Need to keep pulling other stuff out, get everything off the roof. Sun visors, D-handles, lights, B-pillars, so we can get the roof lining off, which is about as saggy as the tint. Lots of filth on the foam padding from the rear parcel shelf. The rear parcel shelf itself, now it's out, I can actually clean it properly because that air did a decent job considering all things, but could definitely do with a proper scrub. Slowly but surely. Here we go. Aha. Well, that can do with a clean. Scary part. It's supposed to have an abrupt pull to get the mirror off. Hopefully I don't break it. Held in by a little spring. Very good. That can do with a clean too. Yes. I'm used to these handles being held in with bolts, but in Mercedes, it's held in with these clips. Just need to be pulled straight out, and then it releases the handle. Looks like we need to get these clips to release. Oh, yep. Oops, didn't mean to pull it all the way out. It should be. Oh, that's released enough. I can slide it out of the way. Free. Got a bit ahead of myself. I've already pulled down the headliner. There's a bunch of wiring stuck to the top, which I've taken off. Now it's just a matter of bending it out. Well, after an unnecessarily long amount of time, the headline is out and it is barely hanging on. So I'm going to call a professional to get that reattached, because I've tried reattaching headliners before with spray and adhesive and it does not work. They're just not strong enough. The heat and humidity just makes them let go within a couple of weeks, then you're back to square one. Another recent discovery, I thought the interior was beige. It's not. It was just that dirty that it looked beige. It was actually marked as a quarry grey. So I'm going to clean up the backside of this so I don't get the new headliner covered in filth when I'm trying to install it, and we'll go from there. Quick correction, I just found another label. The colour name actually may be quartz. Yeah, it's light grey, but it's not, because it's brown. Seats out. Now is to get on to cleaning out the filth. Oh, that's disgusting. So I finished vacuuming the carpet. Didn't show that because it's vacuuming carpet. B-pillar trim. Taking these off so I can scrub them. The slider is full of dirt. The actual lever sounds like sandpaper because of all the built up dirt. So all of that needs to go. Just using a detailing brush to get as much of the dust out as I can before I wet them down. Ugh. And scrub them with some carpet cleaner to try and bring back the correct colour to the fabric. Well, that's one clean and dry. It's a comparison we're looking at. It's quite a fair bit different. Well, I'm going to carry on cleaning the other one and then do the same for the C-pillars. So fast forwarding a bit, rear parcel shelves back in, headliners back in, replaced, no longer sagging. C-pillars, B-pillars are installed, just refitting interior bits like light. It's nice. So I got the front dome light to put in, sun visors, rear view mirror, all the wiring tidied up. After using some hydrogen peroxide to try and remove the yellowing from the child seat anchor point covers, now just need to refit them to where they belong on the parcel shelf. Cleaning the front seats the same as the rear, just applying a solution to loosen up any grease and dirt, and then using the brush on the drill to scrub all of the dirt off of the leather, starting by cleaning one half of the seat to show a comparison to begin with. close-up comparison of the first half of the seat cleaned compared to the other side, which hasn't yet been touched. And here are both front seats. The one on the right has been cleaned, the one on the left yet to be cleaned. Finally up to the part where I scrub and clean the carpets. You may not be able to see the results too well in real time, so I'll just save the dirty water and show you at the end, because let's face it, that's what you probably really want to see. Get started, I guess. This is the filthiest footwell of the lot, so I'm going to try to do a 50-50 comparison by doing that half only. See if the camera can pick up the difference. Hopefully so. Okay, all the seats are out, carpets have been cleaned twice. I'm waiting for them to dry, so in the meantime I'm going to start getting all the door cards off. 1, to clean them. 2, to assist getting the tint off, as it should be down below the weather seal. And 3, replace the speakers because they are shot. First step, pry the door handle cover off. Gently, don't break. That would be bad. There we go. What size is this? 20 or 25? 25 it is. There. Hopefully that's undone. Pry tool again. Airbag cover. There should be another bolt under here. I have a feeling that's larger than a T25. It is. Try the 30. That fits. T20 latch cover. Using the pry tool again, gently working the way around the edge of the door card, trying not to break any of the clips. That's this side done. See if I can get it to come up. still have wiring for the window switch and the cable for the door handle attached. Cable out of there. Door card removed. Door frame trims painted because they were infused with mould and couldn't be cleaned. So I applied some adhesion promoter for plastics, a couple of layers of paint, and I also did the speaker covers because the spare that I ordered was beige, because that's what I thought the interior colour was, but as you know, it's actually grey, so now that's fixed. While I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the door frame trims, time to work on removing the tint using a steamer. Well, the trick is just getting it started. Once it's finally going, you can actually work the edge with the steam. Use gentle pressure pulling on the tint, and the glue should slowly let go and hopefully leave you with no residue. Finally, repeat again another 5 times. Now sometimes you will get glue left behind no matter how hard you try, but it's fairly easy to remove. All you need is some soapy water or some window cleaner, a razor scraper. Comes off really easy. Clean up with a paper towel. Glue residue gone. Any that might be a bit tough, use a scourer, which is actually looks like metal but is actually plastic. It won't damage the glass, but it will help you get off the tough bits of adhesive. speaker replacement. We'll be modifying the housing so that we can retain the factory pigtail. Might have to cut and shut the wiring, but we'll be able to accept a 6.5-inch speaker over this 5.25 factory one. I've already marked on the housing which side the positive wire goes to, so that I can modify the internals so that the polarity will still match up. Removal is a matter of pressing in the clip, taking out the pigtail, 3 T20 screws. Step 1, got to separate the grille and butyl surround from the mounting ring. It's held in with a bit of adhesive the whole way around, so just getting it started. And then pull that apart, thankfully. It's also just full of crap. And as you can see, the speaker is very dead, hence why I'm replacing them. Supported by a plastic basket, which needs to be removed to make space because the replacement speaker has one of its own. This is just getting in the way. It's fairly brutal. Oh no, I damaged the speaker. One off, other one off. Yeah. Now off camera, I'm going to go and remove all this adhesive using some wax and grease remover, clean off the dirt. Same with the grill, and clean all this off so it's ready to have a new speaker fitted. In order to refit the grill to the speaker, there's a locating notch here, which will now interfere with the rim of the speaker. So that needs to be removed. Die grinder and a Dremel tool soon takes care of that. Now that will sit flush, a little bit of hot glue to hold that in place. Then we've got the wiring to deal with. Next step, got to solder the wires onto the factory posts. So factory posts get a bit of flux, but with the solder flow. Same with the wires themselves. Give the flux a little bit of heat and apply some solder. Now, getting these pads hot enough is a bit of a challenge, but persevere, we'll get there. Well, that's the rear speakers done. The factory blown ones, absolute trash. Gone. Replacements fitted with the grills in place and the gasket, which will seal nicely against the door card. A little bit of glue to hold the wiring in place. Polarity matching to the factory harness. No need to cut and shut the wiring. No need to drill holes anywhere in the door for the speakers. Nice, neat, clean install. Well, now the speakers are installed, so I'm going to test them out. I'm going to do that before I install the door cards, in case I need to rewire anything or do some resoldering. Saves me having to pull the door cards off again. That's broken. Brand new and it's broken. Fortunately, I already knew this. So I contacted the manufacturer, and after some troubleshooting, they simply sent me out a brand new replacement unit. So I'm going to pull this one out, put the new one in, and then we'll test the speakers. Okay, the replacement head unit's been installed. It's held in loosely at the moment, just so I've got some adjustment for when the center console goes back in, so it sits centrally. Now it's just a matter of testing to see whether the speakers all work. Power up. It does. Certainly sounds like they're all working. Well, success. All the speakers are working as they should. Now it's just a matter of throwing the door cards back on, putting the seats back in, reinstalling the center console, and that'll be the interior finished. Well, that seems like a good place to stop. In the next episode, we'll jump into the engine bay, take care of typical service items, run a code scanner, see how bad it actually is. See you in the next one.